Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the session. That is the next part of the 13th unit, World Between World Wars. Before that, let me introduce myself. This is Sarika, TGT Social Studies, Sainik School, Rukmapur. Now, let's recapitulate what we have learnt in the previous video. So, we learnt about Treaty of Versailles, which was signed by the defeated nations in First World War in 1919, and about League of Nations, functioned from 1920 to 46. Then about Russian Revolution. By this revolution, Russia became the powerful nation in the world. And the next is Great Depression, which was a worldwide economic depression where most of the countries in the world suffered except USSR. So let's start today's part of the lesson, that is rise of fascism and Hitler. You had read about several political ideologies like liberalism and socialism earlier. Fascism was such ideology which developed in the period after First World War, especially in the defeated countries like Germany, Italy, etc. Fascist ideology was completely different. They didn't allow anyone to conflict nor have different interests within the nation. And the people should ensure absolute loyalty, obedience to the central power. And they were against both communism and liberalism. Fascist movements shared certain common features like worshipping of the state and a strong devotion towards leader like Hitler. And fascism also used political violence and war. It also asserted that stronger nations have right to expand their territory by displacing weaker nations. And it stood for state controlled capitalism and opposed socialism and communism. This type of ideology was more popular in defeated countries because the conditions imposed on the defeated countries by the Versailles Treaty were by that they felt insulted, and the pressure of worldwide depression was more on them. And this ideology was first began with the victory of Benito Mussolini in Italy in 1922. And then Hitler and his Nazi party came to power in Germany in 1933. And then General Franco came to power in Spain after a long military campaign against democratic state in 1939. Meanwhile, Japan also developed its own version of fascist ideology and started its military campaigns in China, Korea, etc. So all these dictators were in some ways followers of fascist ideology. So this is about rise of Hitler. And now we'll come to the next part, Second World War, 1939 to 1940. As most of the fascist countries supported each other and began military conquest of neighboring countries, this led to the Second World War between the Axis powers led by Germany and Allied powers led by England. So in the Axis powers we have Italy and Japan also, and in Allied powers we have US, France, USSR, etc. So the USSR joined the Allies in 1942 when Germany attacked it. The war ended in August 1945 when Japan surrendered after USA dropped atom bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Thank you.